Well, well, well. Good afternoon. It's Hades time. The best time of day. I hope I sound alright. I had to mess with the sound settings again. Due to issues after the previous stream that I didn't realize happened. I'll get into those in a minute. First things first, let's pop out of the blood pool.
Did pretty well that time.
I remember doing pretty well, yes. It's nice to play a game where I can use the mouse again.
You haven't greeted me as often lately, Hypnos. I wouldn't have noticed if it weren't half your job. If there's something you wish to say to me, why not just come right out?
Already starting off with a confrontation.
Well, I see. The thing is, Megara, Miss Megara, mind if I call you that? As I was saying, I just thought maybe, we had a thing, a real connection lately, since you keep on dying more and more, and I keep standing here, but then I always thought you were invincible.
I see. And so you're realizing now that your entire image of me came from your imagination. Is that it?
Well, it's just, I really thought with all my advice that you'd go back to killing Zagreus rather than the other way around. I just don't think things are working out the way I hoped,
Hypnos, are you disappointed that she isn't responsible for my many deaths? Or Zagreus' many deaths?
It almost sounds as though you've broken up with me, except... Well, are you sure that you'll be alright?
Oh yeah, look, I'm just glad it's one of you two. Sure beats having to greet shades nonstop. They never talk to me.
Alright then. You greet me next time here.
And I've never seen that version of her portrait. She's smiling.
Will do.
That's a new one.
Well done, Zagreus.
What's up? I know what's up. Nectar.
Somebody raised you very well indeed, my son. Nyx, I suppose. I'll never be half the mother she is. She's done it for eons, while I'm only getting started.
For what it's worth, I happen to think you're off to an excellent start. Nyx did teach me a lot. Achilles too, and father in a way. But there is no replacing your presence. I felt that before we ever met, and now I know for sure.
Why does it look like the mic thing is going nuts even when I had to mess with... Ah, boy.
Thank you, Zagreus. Let's hope you're right. I nurtured very many plants, at least. Of that I can assure you. Perhaps my gardening experience provided a bit of a head start on this whole mothering thing.
Perhaps I'm part plant.
God of plants. There's probably already a god of plants.
You know that painting in your bedchambers, it turned out rather well, didn't it? Some very talented shades around here.
Oh, it's beautiful. I tried to persuade your father to hang it out in the hall, but he's too coy about such things. Though I like it where it is. A reminder to us every day and night.
Still can't believe you let me hold a spear.
Why is that constantly wobbling and going nuts even when I'm not talking? Yeah, the microphone got unplugged a few days ago after the Katamari stream. Because it turns out the reason my friend was calling me was because he showed up unannounced and needed me to go to open the door. We tried to install the 3080. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough power cables. So I have to wait for those now. And I didn't realize that unplugging the microphone made Windows completely forget every setting I had for the damn thing. So now I have to just sit here and hope that things are working as well and hopefully not worse than they were before.
I know that it's a painful subject, sir, but can you tell me what exactly happened in the war that claimed Patroclus and yourself? He brought it up, said you refused to fight.
Until he died. I did refuse to fight until he died. But at that point... Look, lad. If we're going to discuss these matters, best we do so in the lounge, not here.
Nope, going to the lounge. Have a drink. Drink.
The fool of a king I served. I'd never take up arms for him. But Patroclus, he always had a different way of looking at things. As I refused to fight, he rose to the occasion, took up my armor, led my brothers into battle in my guise, fought nobly. But then he, well...
And after you found out, you sought vengeance for him, took vengeance.
That I did. They got me finally, of course. But not before I broke them first. The war soon ended after that. It is an awful contradiction that to quickly end war, one need only extinguish many lives at once. I had not realized it at the time.
Did you allow yourself to die so that you could see Patroclus again here?
I don't know. Maybe. I only know that I was filled with rage. Rage that subsided soon after I arrived here. I felt empty. I never saw Patroclus again. But I learned my brothers honored my last request, as my ashes were laid to rest with his. Anyway, appreciate the drink. Suppose I'd best be getting back to standing quietly about. Though that war, lad. Don't ask me about it again. All right?
Of course.
Maybe I can lessen up on the game audio there.
Has your relationship with Nyx been lately, Dusa? She strikes me as a pretty intense supervisor. You getting on okay?
Oh, Miss Nyx? I'll do whatever she says. Why? Did she say something about me? She did. Oh, why would you be asking otherwise? Oh no, am I losing my job?
Dusa, please. Calm down.
Hey, no, it's not like that. It's just a feeling that I've had from glimpses of the interactions that I've seen between you two. I haven't always got along with Nyx, but I know she cares deeply about this house and everyone in it, including you.
Hasn't always gotten along with Nyx. Hasn't he? At least from most of the interactions I have seen.
Well, that's nice to know. She cares about my work performance, that's for very sure, and I'm doing everything I can to live up to and exceed her expectations. Tell her that.
Zoop.
I may not use those exact words. Greetings, costly artwork. You know, after dying in some wretched manner, giving pets to my good boy sure helps me get back on my feet. Thanks for being here for me.
The burning embers in the eyes of monstrous Cerberus, notorious Hound of Hell, reveal that he too is amenable to the pets of which the Underworld Prince speaks, and in fact is deeply grateful for the quantity of them.
Speaking of which...
Yay. We can give him ambrosia. I'ma do it.
That's right, boy. Ambrosia just for you. You're going to love it. Pretty much every creature, living or dead, does.
The 6 eyes of the hideous Hound of Hell go wide at once from having received the exquisite gift of rare Olympian ambrosia. The creature is rather beside himself.
Yay.
Say, Father, back when you drew lots with your brothers and wound up with the underworld, rather than the heavens or the seas, which would you have claimed, if the choice was yours?
Oh, there's a fun question.
I do not deal in hypotheticals, boy. Each realm has its host of unenviable problems. You have never experienced the cold and sopping sea, or the blinding heights of Olympus. I have, and I assure you, you're not missing much.
Didn't you try to leave the underworld yourself at some point? You once gave me that impression. I always thought it was because you hated it here.
I hate not having any choice. Enjoy the freedoms that you have, As you grow along in years, you gain more burdens and responsibilities, until they bind you.
Can't wait.
Ba-da-da-da. Hey, Nix, we fixed the sigil.
At last, the bridge to chaos is restored. Thank you so very much, my child. I shall be going then, and I shall presently return. Please have no fear. And now, farewell. I shall bring Chaos your kindest regards.
Please do. Until next time, Nix.
Oop. I'm looking forward to hearing how that interaction goes, though I was hoping to see it myself. Maybe I can? I'll stop by the records room. What's for sale? 10 nectars for an ambrosia. Nectars aren't that hard to come by. Yeah.
That's too good a deal to pass up.
I'll still have 4 left. I'll take it.
Please take these, will you, Chef? All right, then. The eldest sigil should be fully powered up for Nix.
Okay, no. I thought maybe there was a chance that she'd be talking to Chaos through there, but I guess she just popped over to say hi.
Shades?
Shades?
Another prophecy fulfilled.
Oh yeah, I got to the surface with, I forget what that weapon was called, but it's the shield aspect.
Nakeling's bored. Nothing gets past you.
Right, that's what they call it. 2 ambrosia. Not a lot of things left on the list. I mean, that one will hopefully happen eventually. Still gotta work on the lyre. Bunch of mouth-on things that I haven't gotten. Only 1 for the spear I haven't gotten. That one last chaos spoon. Couple of duos. This is on its way to being completed. 4 more ambrosia for that. Nice. This is seemingly going to take a lot more time. Get some practice in. Three times and we go. What's up, Skelly?
Skelly, I'm serious. You really won't tell me anything about you. You're just going to leave me to speculate forever. Yep.
Lame. Look at that. The fists are hungry.
You like those mittens, huh?
Yeah, the mittens.
Malphon.
Okay, then. What do I want to take? Aspect of Demeter Swell.
Show yourself.
What kind of sorcery was that?
After 12 strikes, your next special hits more times. 3 more times.
You call that a hit?
Hey. Alright, know what? Maybe if I take the egg, maybe that particular boon of hers is like a rare one, so having the higher rarity chance will help me get that one boon that's keeping her part of the list from being completed. Yeah, sure, let's go with that. Man, I haven't bumped up the heat gauge for the fists much at all.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Let me get to start off with something simple then. Artemis, excellent.
Don't know what it is about you, Zagreus, but I feel like I can be me with you, you know? Maybe it's that you don't constantly talk over me like everybody else. Besides Callisto and the nymphs, I guess. Not that I can even hear you, but you know what I mean, right?
I get you. Ooh. Attack is stronger. Ooh, that's good for the fists. That's real good for the fists. Then again, the current version of the fists, my special strikes 3 times. That's gotta be 1 or 2. Yeah, I'll go with the regular. Oh, we can finally give her, like, the final gift. Been waiting for that. We unlocked moving Artemis's thing along. This pleases me.
You want to die again? Heads up. What do we have here?
Oh boy, Deadly Strike is upgrading. Fuck it, let's grab a palm and upgrade it even more.
The gods.
Yes. We are off to a lovely start. Absolutely lovely. You're hiding behind that little pillar there. Sneaky. Yep, come on. Ah, there was a shiny vase right there. Your armor is irrelevant. I will melt you.
Now isn't that mouth on the twin fists there in your possession, Zagreus? Last god I saw bedecked in those old gloves was Demeter herself, oh, way back when. She was a real fighter at the time, not just a naysayer.
I believe it. I believe it. After you dash before getting hit. That always sounds finicky to do. Your cast does chain lightning. I will be dashing a lot, though. You know what? I'll go with the lightning reflex. I'll take it.
Always time to fish.
Fish.
There. Huzzah.
I wasn't ready for that at all. Ooh, hammer. Give it to me. Come here. Why is every room witches? Man, did they always like standing over those little crap plates?
Time to fix up these fists.
Okay, here's one of the ones I haven't gotten yet. Your attack becomes a 3-hit sequence, which deals 40 base damage. That doesn't sound terrible. In fact, it sounds good. It can't help but feel like there's... Well, it's faded. We'll take it.
Grow stronger.
Oh yeah, that feels very different. Yeah, we'll see where it goes. It's working. I thought it would kind of slow my attack down if it's like a 3-hit sequence, but no, it's good. No complaints so far.
I thought crystals were supposed to be pretty.
Ah! Easy.
You're free, tortured souls trapped in a crystal thing.
Easiest crystal thing ever to break.
I missed you terribly, my little godling. All that I ask is that you do not die on me again. Why, I don't think that I can take it anymore.
That's just something you're gonna have to get used to. Resist some damage from nearby foes. I'm wielding the fists. I'll be near people a lot. When a foe is slain, they damage nearby foes and inflict weak. Yeah, that might not be that bad. Not as great in most boss battles, though. I'm generally gonna be near foes, so you know what? I'm gonna take that one. Different league. You have all made a terrible mistake.
Mine.
What's near? I'll take it.
You shall pay for that.
Had to be witches who are spread out across the whole damn room.
How many times?
Yeah.
Cheers. Let's see what else.
I feel like whenever you use Fated Authority, it never changes the room to like a boon. At least I don't remember it ever doing that. You're always gonna get either gems, or keys, or darkness.
keep. Ringers.
Let go.
How many now?
Oh, double boon or darkness. I have the egg.
Master Chaos.
I will take advantage of the egg.
Hope Nyx is alright.
Yeah, where's Nyx?
When I conceived the world and the immortal son of Hades, I did not expect you would be standing here before me now.
Oh, I was hoping Nyx would be here. For the next 4 chambers, you won't know what the rooms are, but a big chunk of health. Total life reduced for 3 encounters. Big death strike boost. These are all very nice. I'll go with the special boost. Since I got that triple special hit.
Chiron's shop.
I'll save my money for now. As you do.
I'm back, ladies.
That was the best attempt at saying his name yet.
No, wait. Just the first part. No murderer, just Zagreus. Or, let's see, how about happy? Can you say happy? That's not happy.
Ah, yeah, she's just falling apart. Doing a lot of damage to me. But I'm giving it back.
The other sister left.
That's the danger of fists. You gotta be close.
The Furies seem incapable of thwarting you.
Okay. Let's go up. Check.
Yeah, just a boring old key.
No.
I dodged it. Hermes and money. Talk to my boy Hermes. Ah, I completely whiffed that. Whipped it again. Trying to avoid the bombs. I just walked right into it. Come on, you gotta start spewing lava at me too. Yeesh.
Once took a skinny little chap down to the underworld, got the business end of a sharp spear, he did. He had it coming though, a lot of lying and cheating and the like. Last that I heard, he's still making his amends down there.
Who's he talking about? Whenever you're hit, you have a chance to dodge. That'd probably be helpful.
That's the stuff.
In fact, I'm gonna take it.
Come, fishies.
15% dodge.
Right there. Slavug.
The fish are very energetic today. Not taking long to bite. Yeah, another key.
I'll take another.
Darkness means health.
More spreaders. You're dead.
Come here.
I can't.
Whoop. Yeet. Nope, don't stand in the lava now. That's not a good idea. Not good for your health. Damn it, where'd my bloodstones go?
A curse of chaos has expired.
Yeah, not a lot of darkness, so not exactly a lot of health there. Bulk shop. Yeah, I'll take the Hydrolite.
I'll take that.
Normally I go for the tougher chamber, but I can give Artemis Ambrosia. That was a bigger explosion than normal, I feel.
Lady
Come back here. Stop it!
Artemis.
There we go. We finally can give her the gift. The best gift.
I know you have no shortage of ambrosia on Olympus, Lady Artemis, but I imagine it's less often that the stuff go all the way from there to here and back. What can I say? You make me proud to be a member of this family.
I never felt like I could be myself with everybody on this mountaintop, you know? So much posturing and bickering, and I just head out to the woods most of the time. Maybe you understand me better than the rest. I've no idea still. But I appreciate you've made attempts to try.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Bond forged. Excellent. All damage, critical 3%. Critical effects deal more against armor. I almost never take anti-armor stuff. I'll take it this time. Why not?
Lots of coin there.
Ooh, health. I could use health.
Don't make me laugh.
Haha.
Useless.
Now to collect.
Thank you very much. I feel a lot safer and healthier now. Athena. I would absolutely love some deflect.
Trouble.
What? Ow! Stop it.
Can't do that.
Whoa, he came down, like, in my path there.
What do we have here?
For you, my cousin Zagreus, I wish to offer the most potent of the blessings I am able to bestow. Make wise your use of this, and rise toward us.
All right.
Cast can deflect. Ooh, and that's, yep, it's like a powerful version. Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff.
Athena's power.
Yes.
How about no?
I have no more fated authorities.
I can't.
Get back here. It's annoying enough when they jump to you. It's even worse when you jump towards them and they jump away. And next again.
My keepsake from chaos will protect me.
With the power of egg.
In the name of Hades.
Movement speed down for 4 encounters, then your health goes up. Each time you attack, get hit for 5. Ow. More damage from traps. Afterwards, your attack goes up.
The whims of
It's worth the risk. I'll take my chances.
Delicious.
I'm putting it all on Deadly Strike.
If only you knew just how I feel, Ernie.
Oh, we're back to the regular chamber. Ah! Those random things falling from the damn sky. Alright, who's up? Who's up? Come here. Missed. Lerny, be gone. I'm busy dealing with your mates. Damn, you're falling rocks, Lerny.
Chatting with you, Lerny, dear. I'll just take that.
I'll just take this diamond and leave.
Just what I need.
I'll take a healing ring and be off.
Got it.
Yay. Hey, sneezing. Ah.
Champions of Elysium, I've returned.
Hammer time. What other lovely upgrades can I get for my fists?
Now let's be reasonable, no?
Next.
Just a bit longer. Was that really necessary?
Really wasn't. Alright, two of the ones that I haven't gotten yet. Flying Cutter, hold special for longer range and up to 100% base damage. That would pair up well with these fists. Or, another special option, your special becomes a charged shot that does 50 base damage. I mean, either of these would be interesting.
Perfect fit.
It charges up fast. Ooh. It's less of a ranged attack and more of a, like, lunge. We'll see how this goes. Timed that poorly. Ah! Come on, I was trying to dodge through that. Didn't work. Tell me this is healthy. Yes, it is. Thank you.
Do not so much as think about it.
Thinking about it.
Let's make this quick. Not yet.
Why? Help yourself.
That took way too long.
Cheers.
But at least I got something out of it.
Right on cue. I'm empty.
Butterflies.
The underworld's power.
Oh, the Chaos Boon is up, so I'll be doing more damage. Nice. Do I still have the ring? No, the ring wore out. Take a little more Hydrolite. We got Athena and more Artemis. Build more Artemis. Oh, hey there.
Return to battle me for glory, short one. Excellent.
Don't do that.
You're strong.
Ow. Dodge away from it, you dope. He barely charged that up.
Well done. I yield.
Good. Leave.
You found me, Artemis. Olympus, I accept this message.
What you got for me this time? Your special is stronger. Oh, the special upgrade again. Excellent. Yes. Please do. Please do indeed.
Flame wheels.
I just sailed into that arrow like a fucking idiot. Fighting these things without a good ranged alternative sucks. And I just keep sailing into the arrows. No more. Yeesh. The fists are a lot of fun, but just, it's all risk. It's all just heightened risk.
There. I caught a sea mare.
I don't think I've ever caught one of those before. Hey. Hey, 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 hey. I don't know why I said so many hays. Where's that one? Where was that one going?
I'm out. Rearming.
No, you don't.
Yum.
Straight up life essence, I'll take that. I'll take that, thank you very much.
I can't.
It's sheer chaos. Ah! I got hit by how many of them at once? Oof. Hey, look who's over here.
I heard you vanquished Theseus however many times of late. Or someone matching your description has, stranger. Almost had to laugh when I heard that. Though, I suspect he hasn't learned a thing.
Thought you know him? Though, yes, he does seem rather set in his ways. Convinced himself that I'm some sort of demon from the lowest depths. Which, well, it's partly true, I guess.
You're quite notorious around these parts. The tales of your father's monstrous son kept under lock and key within his house. Fear and ignorance make for great stories, no?
I'll take the Hydrolite. Looks like I'll be all fully healed up for the fight. Hi, guys.
Beware, Asterius. The demon comes. The demon who would sever the fraternal bonds we share if we so much as drop our guard.
What? You think I'm here to ruin your friendship? Look, to each his own in that regard, though, since you bring it up, I really don't see why Asterius puts up with you.
Nah.
You see? Just as I said. Cover your bovine ears, Asterius, for this monstrosity would poison us to get the upper hand.
Where are his ears? It looks like his horns are growing out where his ears should be.
Not yet.
They love us, Asterius.
Look at how far his health is already down. Did that cutter miss? I tried to cutter him in the corner there.
Monster, you have no bearing and no grace or courage. Now, Hellspawn.
Ooh, he followed me over here.
You dare. Lord Poseidon, aid me now.
Whose side is he on?
No holding back.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought that would work. Ooh, not in the back.
You.
Fucking powerful.
Finally. Someone back home would practically die for this stuff. Showed them who's boss, didn't we, Shade?
Yay. I still think it would be really cool that if over time you got more fans in the stands. That'd have been neat. And maybe you'd lose them every time you lost.
Seems I had best prepare myself at this rate.
You'd better. I'm coming.
My keepsakes.
Do you ever run into chaos once you get up this high? Oh, look at that little chibi Artemis. It's cute. 20 damage from striking undamaged foes, also for striking foes from behind. You know what? I haven't taken the shawl in ages. Let's roll with that. We're very close, so it's good. It's easy to aim when you're behind people. Yeah. I don't think you ever run into chaos once you're up top. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And da-da-da-da.
Got it. I am victorious. Sata tunnels.
Extra health first. I don't have a good anti-rat ranged alternative other than my cast.
Weak. Not yet.
Aha. Good so far. Come over here.
I'm empty.
Big rats are gonna be a huge pain. But they only poisoned me for like a second.
And father thinks my chambers are a mess. I'm out.
Ooh. Beautiful.
Should be able to get back through here.
Absolutely beautiful.
Blasted poison.
Alright, only poisoned for a second. Probably shaved off like, what, 1-2 health? Skirt the edge of the filth.
I can't.
Hey, you just stay over there in your filth, and I'm just gonna stand over here and not touch it. How about that?
Olympus, I accept this message.
And we got your abilities that can deflect also make foes exposed. That'll combo well. You do the cast, then you get in behind, and boom, boom, boom. Call would be nice. Dash deflect is also usually amazing. You can't deflect Dad's skulls, though, can you? At least I don't think you could. No, you kind of can, I think. That's just old. That's never a bad option. I like the extra backstab damage, though.
Cerberus just loves whatever this stuff is. Heading back.
No, thank you.
Lucky find.
Yeah, deflect that poison. That's what you get. No, why'd I sail into that? Alright, you, over there. You know who you are. Sick of you.
Olympus, I accept
This particular room is always especially chaotic. Dash causes lightning bolts. Your lightning effects also make foes jolted. My only current lightning effect is the dashing away from damage one. I think it's been firing off often enough. We'll go ahead and take the jolt for it.
Should I go find some satyrs and get out of here?
We're gonna go find some satyrs.
This way.
I never leave a room uncovered. Who dares? Beautiful.
What's on offer?
Guess I could take the health now.
Hit the spot.
Might as well. Might not run into a little shop in the other room. Next. Missed. No, he got me. No! It's a good thing I bought that health, because I lost about as much as I bought. I didn't realize he was at an angle where he could hit me. Alright, you, over there, you. Had about enough of that. So many rats. I was trying to charge up and a little one interrupted me. It's the super rat zone. Why are there so many tiny rats? Ah! What a dreadful fucking room.
Good enough to eat.
Make the cast stronger. That's a sizable damage boost. Going to the boss at half health. How dreadful. I'm feeling confident though. I'm gonna take the blood. Dash deals damage where you end up and inflicts weak. That is not a terrible option. In fact, it is so not terrible that I'm gonna take it.
The prince compels the multi-headed hound to let him pass.
Thank you, as usual.
I can go. I can do this.
Cerberus, the very easily bribed guard dog.
Hate to keep you from your parchment work.
You have circumvented all of my security measures again, but can you get through me?
Yes.
Not now.
Darkness. Go home.
I allowed that to happen. Alright, don't get cocky, kid.
Deathless Regis, I compel you to fight.
Back away from the skull shooting. Oh, I let myself get hit by that. I fucking let it happen! Oh, cunt. Oh, cunt. Fuck off.
Hungry for more, I see.
I am not dodging away from those sweeps very well. You get so caught up in punching that you can't really do it.
I'm empty.
Yeah! Gotta play it smart. I'm not playing smart. Hey! What was that? I got stuck. Woo! I am making this. I think not taking a call was Aphrodite's call was a horrible mistake. Come on. I was hoping that would take me through him, but now that just wasn't what was happening, huh?
Don't do that.
Oh, good. That was enough time to do that. All right, cool. All right, we're gonna get him when he comes out. Suck it.
Get up.
You asked for this.
I can't. Come on.
You'll burn.
Yeah, I'm over here. What you gonna do? Ah! I didn't even hear him charge up. Oh, I sailed into it before it went away. Ow. Whoa, that almost got lasered.
Not yet.
Why did I do that?
I'm out.
Go back.
Oh, I fucking poked my head out for one whole goddamn second. Can't die again.
Zagreus.
Woo! Oh, that was some fancy footwork. Ooh. Beep. Gotcha.
He broke through every one of my defenses once again. You're quite strong.
You can't overcommit to the assault. You overcommit to the assault, you get screwed up. You gotta take a couple of hits and then back off. You don't just stay up close and hope that everything will work for the best, unless you're really confident in how much dodge you got. Fisher King. Verge of death.
My weapon shuddered at the touch of it.
In his great hurry to explore the countryside, the hapless-footed prince steps on the peel of a most exotic, sallow-colored fruit and tumbles backward with such sudden, violent force that you know what occurs.
I can't believe Zagreus got banana peeled. It sounds more like he's being killed by things other than his being allergic to the living world. Wake up.
Signed you in. You're good to go.
Thank you.
Welcome home, boy.
Thank you, Dad.
I paid for it. I can mess with it. Achilles, I meant to ask. Did you know that Coronach the Heartseeker once belonged to the centaur Chiron? Because one of its aspects is his own. He didn't have it back when you trained with him, did he?
Master Chiron, truly? Ah, of course. He granted me a spear, I think you know. If he possessed one such weapon, why not more? I remember his bow shined like the sun. It was splendid and never missed its mark, though I attributed that to Chiron's extraordinary skill.
I'm sure his skill did most of the work. I hope it's not been too much, having to care for Cerberus, is it, Dusa? He isn't quite as fearsome as he seems. At least, that goes for 2 heads out of 3.
Oh, Cerberus is a good boy. He's fine. One of the highlights of the job for sure. We really hit it off after he finally realized I'm not a ball. So I've been feeding him, grooming him, changing his water dish.
Cleaning up after him?
Most definitely, yes. If you'll excuse me, by the way, he's gotta go. I mean, I've gotta go. I mean, you know what I mean. Bye.
Fates be merciful.
Fates be very merciful, please. More ambrosia for Cerberus? I think so. Yes, Jester, Dusa is perfect.
Hits the spot, doesn't it, boy? I know you're caught up in the middle of all this and having to weigh your loyalties more than you'd like. I'm sorry we're putting you through this.
The Underworld Prince's next attempt to bribe the monstrous triple-headed hellhound into further liking him proves once again successful, as the kingly gift of heavenly ambrosia is beyond compare. The triple-headed monster Cerberus is dutifully sitting there as ever.
Looks more like he's lying down.
Father, you always said the Olympians wanted nothing to do with our kind. But doesn't Chiron work directly with Hermes? Maybe it's you who wants nothing to do with them.
I want nothing to do with them, correct. My hasty nephew assists Chiron out of necessity alone. Not even Thanatos is able to keep up with the rate at which mortals expire and must then cross our borders.
Want me to pitch in? Just give me your blessing and I'll head straight for the surface.
No, I think not, boy. You are born of this realm. The surface is a windswept waste. You don't know how good you have it here.
You're right, I don't.
Mm-hmm. Nexus still gone.
Well done, Zagreus.
Oh, hey.
Tell me something, Zagreus. Sometimes I fear... Do you hate him? I mean your father. Regardless of his intentions. It sounds as though he made your life extraordinarily difficult. All his pent-up fear and anger. You bore the brunt of it.
Yeah.
Do I hate him? Mother, I don't know that I hate anybody, really. The tales of him and the Olympians rending their immortal Titan parents to bits. I can't relate to how they must have felt. But I resented him for sure. And I don't know if I'll ever get over that entirely.
I understand. I think that when Hades told you he asked no forgiveness, he understood as well and meant it. Well, for all his failings, I'm thankful that he did not teach you how to hate. For your own sake, if not for his.
Sometimes I think he tried.
There are definitely worse dads out there. Nah, I don't need keys.
Fair and square. Head chef.
What'll I get for a sea mare?
This is my latest haul. Seems fair enough.
I'm guessing that one was... I'm guessing it was the sea mare that gave me the 3 nectars. Still nothing going on in here.
Poke.
Should buy something. Anything I want to buy? Guess the bed chambers are completely checked out. Spend all these diamonds on something. Portraits. A sundial. I don't... What good is a sundial indoors?
Here you go. Perhaps the mystery of whether it's day or night around here will finally be solved.
A sundial at last. Indeed.
Really? That's the first time he's ever happy about anything I bought, and it's the most useless item in the house. That can't tell time because the sun doesn't shine down here. Yeah, boy. Oh, we could buy Thanatos a rug.
Well, I don't see why not. Should soften up that corridor down there.
Thanatos has no need for such embellishments.
He'd probably agree with you. Fireplace. I have to imagine it's already kind of toasty down here. Oh yeah, all the music costs diamonds. I think I'll buy a few of them.
Let's do it. More substantive material for the music stand. Here you go. New music for the music stand. Okay.
Wait a minute, were there any things that cost diamonds? Yes. A bat cage.
Contractor, work approved. These adorable little creatures forced to live in a cage ought to lighten the mood.
Those bats are for reconnaissance, not for your mood.
Reconnaissance for what? We could replace our prism sphere with a skull prisms. Yeah.
How about this,
do
contractor? Now this is just the sort of outlandish purchase that makes me briefly feel slightly better about myself.
I pity those who have depended on our lounge for its formal, understated atmosphere.
Yeah, I'll go with that. And we're off.
I can grow stronger.
You need a lot of darkness to upgrade that stuff.
Close enough.
Nah, you still got work to do. Wonder how many times it takes for him to get better. Skelly?
Let's chat more batter, boyo. Hit me already.
Oh, look at that. The bow is ready to go.
I think I need my bow. Let me see you now for what you truly are.
Could upgrade Chirons. Remember having a good time with Rama. I mean, they're all solid. I haven't taken Chirons out in a while. I remember liking it.
Chiron. Done.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm back.
Distant memory for that extra 30% more damage. Dare I take the bow out with extreme measures 3? What do these other ones do again? One armored foe or additional problem. Purge a boon the next region you go to. I need 3 more points. Fuck it. Extreme measures 3.
What's the worst that could happen?
A lot.
as I think about what you've endured. To have been living in that loathsome squalor, cousin. I swear, you'll have your justice.
I wouldn't call it squalor. It's a very shiny, very clean place. Special is stronger and can deflect. That can be very useful.
Might as well.
Nyx right away? Yeah, I'll take that.
Nyx, you're here.
I thank you for this, child.
Yeah, I meant to say chaos, but also Nyx is here. At long last.
My greetings to you, child. How unusual that we should come in contact here. Chaos and I had quite a bit of catching up to do. Please go about your business, and I shall see you back inside the house in time. Provided you return there, of course. And thank you for this, once again.
It was my pleasure. Take care of each other.
I was hoping to hear them interact.
It pleases me immensely, son of Hades, to have seen the goddess Nyx again. There's a significant amount of time that has elapsed since last this happened, told sufficiently old pains, I think. Thus it becomes a basis on which our connection may, in time, take shape again.
Okay. Can't earn money, but better slightly chance for boons. Not gonna be dash striking with the bow a lot. Not gonna be striking from behind a lot with the bow either. That's gonna hurt in the long run, not being able to collect money this early on, but it's a better option. Ooh, we can give Chaos Ambrosia now, probably.
Do not mess with me right now.
Oh, we can't even collect money, so going down there would be a waste of time.
Why, thank you.
The Lady Demeter still prattles on about her missing girls, Zagreus. But I want you to understand something, all right? She is gone. We all have grieved. Perhaps Demeter shall finally accept what has occurred, and we can move forward, having grown stronger as a family.
Zeus, it's not gonna be that easy, and you know it. Epic Thunder Dash when it's not ideal for what I'm doing. Yeah, we can get a better upgrade for our attack. I'll go with the cast this time.
Good stuff.
Don't have no money. Don't got no money.
My being from chaos is transformed.
Very good. Hammer. Hammer. What do we got? Your special fires 4 more shots. Excellent. Actually, I don't even have to think about that.
Let's go, Chiron.
Ooh, very good. Very good. Yeah. We'll go say hi.
Baldy, look who.
Hey, Sisyphus, I've meant to ask. Where are you getting all this stuff you give to me? You must be pretty well connected around here.
Oh, well, you know, I have acquaintances amongst the locals here. Try to be neighborly with everyone is all. It's not just Baldy and myself, as you can see. Sometimes I come across things that'd be better off in other hands than mine.
Yeah, you spend this much time down here, you're gonna find stuff. Let's make up for the money that we haven't been getting.
Say no more.
Thank you very much.
You, mate. May you roll smoothly for eternity. Indeed.
Very good, Baldy.
Do tell the Furies I...
You've been waiting for this, haven't you?
Ah, yeah. This is a good start.
I don't reveal my greatest hunting techniques for just anybody, Zagreus, so you better appreciate what you're about to get and use it to go far.
Gonna do that.
Yes.
All damage is critical. Your foes take damage when your bloodstone is dislodged. Haven't been using it, but I should. It's got chain lightning. I may not be dash striking a lot, but it may become more of a thing later on. And that's a good. It's a solid upgrade. We'll take it this time. We'll take it.
Thanatos?
Death is inevitable. We'll catch up later. Now let's deal with these wretches and be done. Come, wretches, and be returned to dust.
Or I'll slay you instead if you prefer.
Farewell. You're already dead. There's no escape. Chamber secured.
Damn, 27 over 7.
About when we last spoke, I care about you, Thanatos, a lot. Though you asked what you are to me, how am I supposed to even answer that?
I don't know. Sometimes I miss not feeling anything. Can't always trust what feelings say. I get to thinking, are we only friends, or... Look, this is embarrassing.
Oh boy, we're having this talk.
To think discussing feelings would be even harder than annihilating Father's forces. But I've been asking myself the same thing, Than, if it's any reassurance.
Well, if you come up with any answers, I guess let me know. Good running into you.
You too.
Okay.
extra coin.
I don't normally take that deal, but again, making up for money that I haven't been earning. I know I probably could have went into that chamber over there. Ah, well.
Hard to see in all that red. Come on out. Another hellfish. Good for the health.
We have no choice but to go to the shop. Not exactly swimming in money, so I'll just leave it be.
It's good to see you too, mate.
Bye, Chiron. Wish me luck.
Hello, Fury Sisters.
Ready, sisters? I know that Thanatos assisted you in getting to this point. I don't appreciate his interference.
Too bad.
I'm sure you'll have a chance to tell him back at home.
He has domain over the wretched shades, but his power has no sway with me. And neither does your own.
Then why do you keep dying? I agree.
Blood and...
I did it.
That was lovely. Didn't even touch me once.
Those wretches of Tartarus cannot be relied upon.
Going up. Thank you.
It's been too long since I used Chiron's bow. Far, far too long.
Time to make some changes around here. Let's see how quickly I can slay you all.
Next.
Nice. Where now?
Darkness, I suppose. I'll take that palm, don't mind if I do. Where'd that guy go? Where you at?
grant me strength.
This is working out far too well. And we can make it even better. Up that special damage. Pump it up. Oh, this is gonna be too easy. Have you heard of Athena?
Let's do this again sometime, alright?
Oh, it's too good.
All the death you bring become the stuff of legends told in fearful mortal whisperings around the world, my kin.
That was like a minute, less than a minute. God damn. Attack inflicts doom. Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it. Not used to moving this fast with the bow. This feels it feels unnaturally good. Hermes.
Message for me.
You know, boss, just between us, out of all special delivery recipients I've had over the ages here, I've got to say you're the most interesting one.
Probably. Dodge, not that much of an issue right now. After you dash, become sturdy and move faster. Yeah. That's just all-around good stuff. You know, I haven't visited Chiron at, like, a shop at the midway point often. Or no, this sounds like it's before the boss. Never mind what I was saying. I'm trying to think of, because I've seen it. I know you can fight him, and that involves, like, messing with his stuff, but I have yet to see that opportunity. Okay, here we go.
How was the magma temperature lately, Lerny? I'm out.
Oh, come on.
Come on, you flying bastard. Not yet.
Ah! You're hitting me a little bit here. But you're doomed. You're doomed, Lerny.
I'm empty.
Always have been.
Any more heads you'd like chopped off? No?
How could you, boy? That Hydra had a family.
Bullshit.
So do I.
Maybe. Probably did have a family. If you have multiple heads, does each one count as a family member? Thunk.
Dead must have it pretty good up here. Flame wheels. Back.
Alright, they're getting a little sturdy now.
She'll get this bow back into tip-top shape.
Your attack hits up to 3 foes, dealing 15% base damage for each. That's potentially 3 applications of doom to 3 different enemies. Very nice. Either this or that. Nah, I want to spread the doom around. Chain shot.
My bow grows stronger.
Chain shot. Although the bounce makes it so that arrows can't go through targets. Removes your piercing, doesn't tell you that. Oh man, I'm slowing down now. Starting to lose speed.
Let's make this quick.
Idiots.
Well, that's better.
Well, I didn't lose speed there.
I'll take this one. Sharpen my senses.
I think it's like that's like Chiron's money and that you can mess with that and like have a fight with him, but I don't know how to activate that.
Asterius, you look absolutely smashing.
Observe this gleaming coat of bronze with which I'm adored now, short one. Your doings, I understand.
Yep.
My father is to thank for that, not me. I've proven difficult for him to contain, so now I'm beneficiary of his latest pact of punishment. You're welcome.
I haven't thanked you as of yet. Though come, I'll repay you suitably for having me encased within this suit.
Ah, please. Nope, you got me that time.
Enough. Well fought.
See you later, big guy.
I wished only to speak to you in private once again, my kin, except, you see...
Except?
Except you see, dear cousin, that some members of our family are predisposed toward the unspeakable. I caution you around my half-brother is all. Now carry on.
You interrupt me once again, dear sister. You know I do not care for that. I warn you to stay out of my affairs. I shall aid my kin as I see fit.
You only do as you see fit, Lord Ares. Mind that you continue pulling in the same direction as us all.
Fight, fight, fight.
Nice.
Hey, here's one. I've never seen before. Your abilities that can deflect immediately activate doom effects. Oh, good. I've got like, how many projectiles in the bow now? I think it's up to 9, or is it like? It started with 9, then it added 4, so I think I'm up to 13 on the special. So each of those is gonna apply doom, I think. Oh man. Oh, Exalted Shades, where are you? I have a new toy to show you. I should have taken the money.
More bright swords.
Oh my god. Next. Observe how your opponents just melt.
Back. That one fully rearmed.
How dare you? Oh, I am feeling it. I'm really feeling it.
Right on the mark.
After you... Oh, support fire. Yeah, it's over. It's over. I win. Game over.
My blessing isn't good enough for you. Is that the way of it, young man? How impetuous of you. Oh, I never.
Hate to do this, Uncle. Want regenerating?
Stop dodging. He'll run. Shit. You need to cool your tits, Zeus. Suddenly, I can't aim for shit. So focused on the ground, trying not to get hit. I think that's the problem.
That is quite enough. That's quite enough, I say. You're still alive, aren't you?
I agree, and yes, that is quite enough. Your lightning effects make foes show. Do I have lightning effects? I had lightning effects? Did I? I already forgot. Oh, right, my cast. Sure.
A question, if you don't mind, stranger. Because I've had one nagging at me since we last discussed the subject. What exactly happened to Achilles, can you say? After I died, that is. I've heard the rumors, but I don't trust any of this boastful lot.
Have we not told him yet?
Well, from what I gathered, sir, after you fell, he was overcome with grief and anger.
Oh, about that.
He joined the war just like you urged, and single-handedly, he almost ended it.
So then, he threw away his life. Soon enough after I lost mine. Yet despite vanquishing an army on his own, he wound up in the lowest pits of Tartarus. Instead of here, among the great.
Okay, this is the part I thought we had already told him, like, where he was, but it's been playing this game across a whole year now. I've forgotten little bits of what I've already told people.
You should know, sir. You were buried together. Your ashes, that is. It was his final request. As for how he came to be at my father's house, that's something I think he can best explain. And I will do everything I can to make sure that he has the opportunity.
Our ashes, you say? Together? The fool. We could have lived, not been reduced to meal for the worms. But I appreciate the information, stranger. Now, please go.
Gonna take the jerky.
Just checking up on you, sir.
There. Now leave me be.
That'll really help out in the coming battle.
Should come in useful.
Get just a little bit of healing going and
boosted a boon.
Take the half palm, sure.
Hey, money.
Alright, I've done this fight at this level once, and it was... Jeez, calm your tits.
He would pit you against me, Asterius. I can see it in his mismatched eyes. I cannot shake the terrible vision that someday or night it shall be me standing alone here whilst you take sides against me with that fiend.
Asterius, about that, please consider it a standing offer if you like. I'd rather have you as a friend than as a foe. Not sure that I can say the same for Theseus, of course.
You poisonous worm! I knew you had a more sinister trick at play, because your fighting style certainly is of no concern just on its own. Are there truly no depths to which you would not stoop? The adoration of the cloud!
Whoa.
Wide open.
Ooh. Ooh. Just so much shit happening. Alright, Asterius, time to take a nap.
A gracious audience.
You hit me! Fiend, you are unfit to walk these hallowed passageways.
Get off of that ridiculous thing.
Chariot, I shall avenge you. Olympus, help me, please.
Oh, God.
Curse you!
Yeah.
What a loudmouth.
That went way faster than the last time I faced him with the armor.
Someone will like this.
Way faster.
And again, my shade.
I can't remember. The first time I faced them all armored up, what weapon did I have? Because that fight took ages. It was horrible.
I'm almost out of here.
Fuck, I should have checked the shop. Why didn't I check the shop? It's okay. We'll have more opportunities. I mean, I'm feeling pretty confident, but I'd feel even more confident if that little hole down there in the bottom left was filled.
It's a go. Which one first? Maybe
First health.
What? Can't do that.
Go, go, go.
Not yet. That's a lot of coin.
Gotta love it when the rats are stuck on the other side of a chasm.
I'm out. I can't. Gone. Time to collect.
A sha. Now for danger. We'll visit Hermes.
Not now. Father has come back. I'm empty. In the name of Hades.
It's too simple. Attack is faster, cast is faster if we hold it. Which always feels like kind of a weird one to pick. It feels like a weird thing to pick something that makes your cast fire quickly when you typically only have up to 3, unless you've gathered a few more, which, you know, odds aren't exactly high of that. Yeah, go with attack speed, I guess.
Back I go.
I guess.
Not yet.
Go, go, go. Open up, open up.
Can't do that.
What do we got? Oh yeah, deflect all that poison, baby. Deflect all that poison, baby. Get fucked.
Lucky find.
Increase more special damage, yes, please.
Juicy.
Juicy damage.
Enough of this place.
Oh, he was probably talking about eating the palm.
Here goes.
Go, go, go.
Not yet.
Open up. Yep, there was a shiny vase behind that pillar.
No satyrs.
Ah, nice and quiet.
In the name of Hades.
Your collectibles strike nearby foes with lightning every 1 second. Oh, goody. Lightning rod. Lightning rod or the call, perhaps? Then again, if I go with pressure points, that's 3% damage for all... That's 3% critical chance for all damage. Normally, that's not a lot. But I'm firing, like, up to however many, like... 7 shots there. Plus 4... Okay, so it's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm firing 11 shots with the special, so that's 3% by 11. And then my main attack bounces to at least 3 targets, so that's about 3 other chances. All of these are good choices. Nah, we'll go with Lightning Rod.
Might.
goes down smooth.
Lightning Rod is, I feel, is good in this scenario. Alright, pick up a little extra cash and we're off.
Don't do that.
Oh, we are unstoppable. We are unstoppable.
More sages. I'm out. Oh, I hate this stuff.
Ah, this room.
I'm empty.
No matter how powerful you are, this room is always miserable.
Cheers, mate.
I'll take the blood, thank you very much. That's only really good if you're close to foes. Not gonna take the call there. Chain Lightning's not really good against this boss, or not really that great. I'll take the revenge damage, I suppose.
Cerberus moves for no one, but for Satasax, he can make an exception.
Thanks, Cerberus.
Thank you, boy.
Alright, who wants to see, Curb Stomp battle so bad I should just drop the mic and end the stream afterwards? Because that's what's gonna happen here.
Think you can beat me this time, Father?
Our last exchange left much to be desired for my part, but this time we shall see. Darkness.
Where are you?
Darkness. Upon my name, I order
Yep,
all
the Bloodstone's doing their work.
here, boy. Darkness.
Yeah. Ooh.
You see.
Lucky. I didn't want to put them on him. You know what? I'm still being a little sloppy here.
Right.
That was regenerating.
No, you don't.
I'm empty. Got you.
Come on. Come on. I can't believe I let myself get hit by that.
run from this?
What you gonna do about it? Whoa! Fired up a second one right away. Under 30 seconds. Or 30 minutes.
You're the only one who shall keep fighting.
Amazing. That may have been my best bow run ever.
No.
I don't know if you're still there to witness it, Jester, but that's what the bow is capable of.
In my father's name.
The power. That was a way new best time. I think my previous time with the bow was like over 40 minutes. So this is like an over 10 minute like decrease. It's still my longest. Well, actually, no. The sword is now the... Well, no, I'm not reading this right. The adamant rail. 1, 2... Still damn good, though. I've actually had more clears with the bow now. That's kind of surprising. But yeah, fantastic. I almost just want to end the stream right there. We're not topping that. I don't know how we could top that.
Having somehow defeated Grim Lord Hades in a thrilling fight, Prince Zagreus discovers it was all a dream. A rather deadly nightmare, actually.
Don't make this less cool than it actually is, narrator man. It was totally real, and it absolutely happened. How dare you?
I'm back. Huh.
I've heard that your reports have been immaculate of late, Hypnos. I have to know, who's helping you with them? It can't be Zagreus.
Certainly can't.
Oh, no, he doesn't help. It's just, I took to listing only the important stuff up top and spending just a bit more time on the priority reports, and guess it's working out.
Look, whatever the case, the work's improved. It's been observed. You ought to keep it up.
Aw, thanks.
Good work, Hypnos.
Hooray.
Zagreus.
Congratulations,
Come here a moment,
boy.
please.
Wow, what's up?
All right. We've matters with Olympus to resolve. They don't know I'm here, most of them, besides Zeus, maybe Athena. They think you're Nyx's son rather than mine, and that your goal is still to join them on their mountaintop.
Oh shit, are we proceeding with the plan?
What a mess. What can we do? The gods of Olympus have all been very good to me for the most part. I don't feel great about deceiving them. They keep trying to help me escape.
What can we do? We can make peace with them, and let them know the truth. So much of it as they would tolerate. Diplomacy is not your father's strong suit. But I'm going to need you two to do exactly as I say. Do you understand?
Yes, Mother. So what do you intend to do, and how do I fit in?
It's finally happening, is it? Or are we just in the planning phase?
We're going to invite all of them to a little family gathering. Here. And you shall personally deliver them their invitation, Zagreus.
Party!
Mother, are you serious? So we're just going to have a bash with them, and they'll just see you after all this time and be fine with everything?
They certainly shall not be fine with everything. But Hades and I will be prepared to tell them what they need to hear. Don't worry. I shall do the talking.
What are you going to say?
Oh, you know. That we met, fell in love, eloped, had a child. A child who, once grown, sought desperately to reconnect with his extended family. To the chagrin of his grim lord father.
That's all true. As individual statements, at least.
See? It's gonna work out just fine then.
Fortunately, our loving and dutiful son at last persuaded his mother and father to reveal their secretive relationship and make an effort to rejoin their great family.
Your mother won't be happy that you left.
I'll deal with her. Perhaps I'll have to visit her and the rest of them from time to time, if that's what it shall take. But I'll be back. I have no choice. Did you know that if you eat the seeds of an underworld pomegranate, then you cannot leave for 1 month out of the year per seed?
Is that true?
What? No, I never knew that.
I'm calling bullshit.
Neither do they.
How soon is this family gathering you have in mind going to take place?
Soon. Tell me soon.
Soon after you invite them all, I hope. Now go. And trust in me, all right? We have a lot to learn of trust, I think.
I know what you mean. I'll let you know when it's done.
You think I could meet them all in one run? Perhaps?
Time seems to stand quite still within the eternal realm of the dead, evidenced even by the means of measuring its passage.
Looks like it's 7:48.
Ow, it's a sundial. There's no sun down here.
Poke.
Also, it's about 4:40. Unless it's 7:48 in Greek time right now. That'd be pretty impressive if the game if it was paying attention to that.
I've had the opportunity to use your aspect of Varatha, sir. So you once wielded it yourself. It fills me with a hunger for battle even more so than usual. A bit of your fighting spirit, perhaps.
Be very wary of that spirit, lad. It was what brought me here before my time. Although that spear indeed once served me well. A parting gift from my old master Chiron. He cautioned me as I'm cautioning you. Though may you be a better listener.
Every time Chiron is brought up, I remember what he looked like in Age of Mythology. I had to stream Age of Mythology. It's been ages since I did the campaign Age of Mythology. That's a long one. That'd keep me going for a while.
I can't imagine you weren't always a good listener, Achilles.
Right, so we're finally enacting the plan.
So, you had a run-in with the Minotaur out in Elysium, did you? Perhaps the only soul within this realm more bull-headed than you.
Literally.
How long have you been waiting to use that line, Father? Wouldn't put it past you to have sent the Bull of Minos to Elysium entirely so we could have this conversation now.
You give me too much credit, boy. The Minotaur resides where he resides because of an entirely different arrangement.
He's working for you, isn't he? You think he can stop me?
Most in Elysium jump at the opportunity to do my bidding. Not that you know what that is like. Now go. See how you fare against the bull.
I mean, pretty well. We haven't seen Eurydice yet since...
Not as comfy as it looks.
Orpheus must be out having a great time.
Oh!
Hello.
Zacharias, I wanted to talk some more if you're available. I mean, if you're free. I mean, if you have time to right now. Is that okay?
Yes.
Of course, sir. Where should we chat? The lounge, or maybe somewhere more private?
Somewhere more private, please, if that's okay. Thank you.
We going to the room? Yes, we are.
Zacharias, so ever since you told me you had feelings for me, it's been like my whole mind is on fire. I haven't been able to think straight or get anything done. It's all been so much.
Oh my.
I'm sorry, sir. I put a lot on you, and maybe I shouldn't have since I'm the prince and everything, as you point out, and sometimes I forget myself. I'd never pressure you, it's just... I thought you had these feelings for me too.
I do have feelings for you, silly. That's what I've been trying to tell you. It's just...
It's just what? Whatever it is, it's okay. You can be yourself with me, Deuce, I promise.
Maybe that's the problem?
I'm glad you put it that way. I'm not looking for an intimate relationship. You're the kindest soul in this whole house, and I have learned so much from you, but when I really think about my feelings, I'm just not attracted to you in that way. I'm sorry. You're a really nice guy.
No! Turned down by a floating head. The worst fate for any man.
Oh, look, there's nothing to apologize for, not at all. In fact, all this is a relief. I've learned a lot from you too, and I cherish our friendship for what it is. Do you think that we could still be friends? Or is it better that you didn't see me anymore?
Don't say that! Though, I was going to ask you the same thing. I'd really like it if you'd be my friend. Though, my career comes first, so I don't want you doing any special favors. Promise me? I need to see how far I can get on my own.
I respect that so much, and yes, I promise to, sir. So, well then, friends? For all eternity?
Yes, friends. For all eternity. Now, I had better go. See you, okay?
Bye, Dusa.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
I mean, I kind of thought that was already resolved, like, many a stream ago, but I guess now it is. What's going on with the list here?
Was bound to happen, really.
Ah, the invitations. Find a way to reunite Nyx and Chaos. That's 4 Ambrosias.
This was the least I could do.
Alright, and the Queen's plan.
Took some figuring out, but so does any decent plan, I guess.
The son of the god of the dead shall someday deliver Queen Persephone's personalized invitations to each Olympian so that they might gather for a significant announcement. 20 Ambrosia. Damn. Gotta invite Zeus, Poseidon, Demeter, Athena, Aphrodite, Ares, Artemis, Dionysus, and Hermes. That might take a run or two. With that in mind, I'll tell you what. I bet, assuming once all the invitations are delivered that everyone will immediately show up, perhaps...
Ew.
Maybe I'll end the stream a little earlier than usual, and that way the next time I stream the game, we can get all the invitations out in one go.
You're not too broken up about how things ended between you and Hypnos, are you, Meg?
What?
I'm still in a state of shock. I'll have to pick up the pieces somehow and figure out how to get on with my existence.
Have you tried sulking in the lounge?
I think she was already doing that. Distinct possibility.
Here's what I caught. Always a pleasure.
Shopkeep, what you got? Nothing I really want or need. Yeah, you know what? I think that... Oh, look, more ambrosia for the good boy.
Cerberus, not to get all sentimental on you, but... Oh, who am I kidding? Look, you've been with me my entire life. I know you're here at home partly because of me, aren't you?
The bond between a hound and its master is as hard as adamant. Cerberus, the fearsome monster born of hell and guardian of its gates, answers firstly to the prince's father. But it turns out, the prince may be the next best thing.
Damn right.
You're the best boy in the whole world. Even if heads Beta and Gamma don't much care for pets, do they? I've got more than enough lined up for you, though. Count on it.
Notoriously vicious Cerberus is watching quietly his master's court.
Another bond forged. Most excellent. Alright, so we're finally ready to get the invitations out for a party. Well, Zagreus will finally get to be in the same room with the other gods. Finally, the goal that I've been striving for towards will be met. Perhaps next stream. I could go for longer, but this feels like a good spot to stop. That way we can do like a run or two, get all the invitations out, and hopefully see this party next time we stream. That'd be fantastic. That would be most excellent. I don't suppose there have been any patches recently. Well, there was one December 1st. Fantastic. Best bow run I've ever had. That was an amazing run. Just beautiful. Alright then, until next time, possibly with the last Hades stream. Yes, that's right. That's part of the reason I've been streaming it this whole time, because I wanted to see where this whole thing was going. What Persephone had in store. Hopefully, next time. Until then, thanks for watching. Take care. See you around. Bye.